Okay, a lot of young people will have maybe known of this story, but the parental advisory sticker is the creation, or it came out of the row that Tipper Gore, wife of Al Gore, this is before he becomes vice president, Al Gore, she was mad about, especially 1988. It was a year like no other for music. A lot of what people think of as like the 90s album drop, it was actually 88. A bunch of big things. The KRS One dropped My Philosophy, Guns N' Roses. There's a bunch of stuff in the punk scene. So what happened was, because of cursing, things like that, parental advisory sticker. So beyond that, you eventually get the ESRB, I believe they call it, the people who rate video games. And of course, nobody cares. It takes a little while. Oh, you can't buy that. It's full of bad things. And then eventually nobody cares. You get GameStop or whatever. You get these secondhand things. People lend each other games. It is what it is. Just like there's that kid in school who he would go to his dad's house on the weekend. They would watch all the movies that nobody was allowed to watch at their house. He has all the cable channels, quote unquote, so to speak. So what we're seeing at present with like the sweet baby thing and all these sensitivity readers are these people who are going to like rate how unacceptable works are. These are people who already started trying to get like Mark Twain removed from schools because, what he says, know what this person says in there, with the whole idea being, yeah, that's the point. He's making a point about American culture and good and bad, and he's Mark fucking Twain. So this is the thing. These are people who are so, they've demonstrated, they literally, if they touch a franchise that is bizarro successful, that you just can't imagine how you can miss with such a franchise. There are all these different ways you could go about, merch and video games and side characters and all stuff. And they sink them to the point that, we'll probably never see anything Saints Row ever again. Maybe somebody will upgrade some older version, like add something to Saints Row to the third or something. But it'll never be back again. There's so many games. People could probably put them in the comments like, this will never, they sunk this, it'll never come back. It'll never have the popularity it used to. So it'll end up becoming this thing that, like, nerd stuff, like, there will be these categories of nerd things that are the things that have become, like, also, well, no, let me just put it this way. The other part about it is, in introducing all this gay, sexy, gender sexual stuff, and then sinking the franchise because you insisted on gay, sexy, gender sexualism, and weirdo, and fat weirdo or something, or ugly weirdo looking people. You've now made it very clear, like, we show up and we ruin everything. I don't understand why you would want that. Like, this would literally be like you just have stereotypical black characters enter, just suddenly appear in the video game, just spawn in the video game and kill you over and over and over again with a one shot, and all dance around and go like, world star, and so I've really been thinking about this, like, you guys have like set this entire scenario up that who's obviously to blame or exclude, like these things equal bad storytelling. These kind of people tell bad stories. These kind of people salt the field. I mean, like that. I don't know why you would want to do that. That's the part that really kind of throws me off. But I'm like, but some of us on the right, we're talking about nihilism and the American forms of nihilism. And this is some kind of liberal nihilism. You know, how do I prove to everybody I am the reject? It's you guys aren't rejecting me. You guys need to understand. I'm a problem. You know, I mean that's yeah. So it's some kind of something that comes off of nihilism, but I haven't figured it. Got to think it through a bit. Garnering negative attention and nihilism. Yeah. Later.